Thank you, Mr. President. Well, we've had a little bit of a contentious afternoon on some of these bills, and I want everybody to know I still love you, whether you voted with me or against me, and this is one of those types of bills that we all come back together. You know, it's been said by many that music is the universal, language of love. And I will tell you right now, I have zero musical ability. Can't carry a tune, can't play any kind of instrument in the world, but there isn't anybody in this room that loves music more than I do, especially live music. Grew up in Macon, Georgia, which is sort of the epicenter of much of the great R&B music in this state, as well as the birthplace of Southern rock and roll. We have many fantastic musicians that come from the state of Georgia. Let me run through a few of them. I'll start in my hometown of Macon, where Little Richard first burst on the scene. And Otis Redding, he was from just outside of Macon. The first deer I ever killed was on the Redding Ranch out in Jones County, Georgia, of their state. Of course, we've had the Allman Brothers and all the great acts with Capricorn Music and Jason Aldean these days with country music, all coming out of Macon. And after I got out of law school, I settled in Athens, Georgia, and goodness, it was right at the epicenter of the explosion of new music coming out of Athens, where we had the B-52s and REM and Widespread Panic and many others from there. We've got James Brown from Augusta, Georgia, the godfather of soul. Ma Rainey from Columbus, sort of the grandmother of the blues. We've got Christian rock bands, Third Day and Casting Crowns, from here in the Atlanta area. Atlanta also has tremendous hip-hop and R&B music with Usher, Outkast, Ludacris, TLC, CeeLo Green, all hailing from here and recording here. Other great country acts in Georgia, Alan Jackson from down in Noonan, Georgia. Sugarland. We've got Luke Bryan, Trisha Yearwood out of Monticello, Travis Tritt. I could go on and on. Now let me tell you something. Y'all get all those names that I just told you? I forgot the senator from the 26. He may not be as famous or made as much money at it, but he's recorded. Has a music festival every spring I'm invited to. So let y'all in on a little secret about how weird I am, how eclectic I am. In high school, grew up in Macon. I went to the Macon Mall every weekend to Camelot Music. And the manager, a fellow named Lee, African-American guy, and I were good buddies, and he introduced me to so much music. Y'all will laugh at this. I would buy an 8-track tape almost every weekend in high school. I was working at the YMCA, and I'd save up my money to put some gas in my old ragged-out Mustang II, and I'd get a new tape of some sort, eventually grew into cassette tapes, and maybe have enough money for a date on the weekend. But I was exposed to all kind of music, and I loved it all. Every single musician I just named, except for Ma Rainey, are now on Spotify playlist of mine. Am I crazy or what? That's a wide range of musical taste. And one of my favorite days in here last year or two ago was when George Clinton from Parliament and Funkadelic, Senator 26, you talk about Superfly. He was dressed like Superfly when he came in there, and I got my picture made with him because I remembered in high school going to Macon Coliseum and seeing Parliament Funkadelic concert there where that spaceship came down on the stage and they let them out of there. So I like it all. I like it all, and it is a true asset of this state. We've got music studios all over. Athens has them, recording studios. Macon has the old Capricorn Studios is back recording these days, and it's open for the public. We are spending all kind of money, tax benefits to promote the movie industry here in our state, and we are spending zero for the music industry. It's all about the movies. We've got our own homegrown artists. I just want us to have a chance to promote them. And that is all we're doing with this bill, which is House Bill 14. Representative Carpenter got it started over there and sent it to us. We perfected it and made it a little bit better. But it just creates the Georgia Music Office and Music Ready Communities Act. It is no appropriation unless we decide to do it, and we think it will take extremely little money. If we want to market our musicians, promote our concerts, advertise, do public relations, community relations to try to build these music industries in our state. We got it going on. We've got all the artists that you could ask for here, but we need to grow our music industry just like we do others, and this is the cheapest way I can think of, just to set up a department, and this may be just one or two people, for all we know, under the Department of Economic Development. So let's get going and try to promote our musicians. Now, we were sitting here fighting earlier, but this is a joint enterprise, a bipartisan bill. Senator from the 39th asked me to help her with it, and I said, I'm all in. This is not a Democratic bill. It is not a Republican bill. This isn't any kind of racial bill at all. It's got them all. Anybody that can promote music in the state of Georgia, I'm behind them, and I think it's an asset, a real talent base here, and would ask you to please help me, and let's get something going where we can have grants and promotions and music and festivals. Even the senator from the 26th Festival down in Macon, we'll try to promote that, get him some customers there. Mr. President, I'm happy to yield the well, or I'll take any questions that the crowd has, even about my musical taste.
You do have a question from probably the biggest music lover in here, and the senator from the 8th.
Little Elvis,
Thank you,
yield.
Mr. President. The Senator yield.
I would be happy to for my
Senator, I just want to make
friend.
sure that you're really up on your music knowledge.
Just
Can you
don't make
tell
me
the members
sing.
of this
Don't make
body?
me sing.
Sir?
Don't make me sing.
Well, I just want to ask this. I wonder if you could prove your knowledge by telling the members of this body who the greatest solo recording artist of all time was.
Well, they called him the king for a reason, Elvis Presley. Elvis Aaron Presley.
Thank you, Senator.
I was born in Mississippi, so I got a connection to him as well. All right. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the well.
Senator's yielding.